Welcome to the Moving Picture Studio. Fenton, Bailey, Randy Barbato. Oftentimes people come up to Sundance, they're trying to meet distributors, trying to get things happening for themselves. And this time you've got the comfort that you know you've been picked up by the Oprah Winfrey Network. How big a deal was that to you? And was there any hesitation given that it is a new entity?
How big?
Yeah.
Not the room. There is, kind of nothing bigger, really, actually. And not for one moment did we feel anxious that this was a startup, which it is. But, in the history of cable TV, this is a startup like no other.
Yeah.
And the fact that Oprah Winfrey is launching her own channel and that the whole idea is to have intention and that it's live your best life is kind of makes it a unique proposition in the enormous cable universe. And certainly in terms of this film and what it's about, it's the perfect home for Becoming Chaz.
So talking about this film and what it's about, how did you guys first meet Chaz Bono?
We've known Chaz for hundreds of years. I mean, we really have known, we've known him, I guess the first time we really spent time with him, we made a documentary called The Real Ellen Story. It was about Ellen DeGeneres when she was coming out. And at that time, Chaz was the media director for GLAAD. And so we interviewed Chaz, at the time it was Chastity. Yeah. And so that's when we first really got to know Chaz. So, and then when he came to us, and we were very familiar with what was going on in his life and that he was going through transition, and he actually came to us and said, look, I want to document this, and would you guys do it? And we were on board in a flash.
What do you think it is about that process, him coming to you and saying, look, I want to document this, given how much his life has been publicized and also just being born into that family?
Well, that's exactly it. I mean, Chaz is actually a very private, shy person, but was born with the spotlight of fame on him. And it's not something he asked for, and it's not something he ever really felt particularly comfortable with. He came to us, though, because he felt there was an opportunity to, by sharing this very private story, and because he couldn't do it privately because of who he was, he felt there was an opportunity to help people. And I think that was, an amazingly brave thing of him to do.
And also, is there an element that this story is going to come out, people are going to hassle for footage and whatever anyway, better to be on the front foot and control some of your destiny at least?
Yeah, Chaz was never going to be able to do this privately anyway. Yeah. So, I think this was a way for him to control the process a little bit. I mean, the other really interesting thing is, Chaz is a public figure. We all think we know. We all have some kind of recognition of this little blonde girl, Chaz Bono, from the Sonny and Cher show. But the reality is, even someone who's completely overexposed in the media, we never really know, rarely do we know who they are, what they are. So, I think for us, making this film and Chaz coming to us, I mean, I think we've made a lot of films about people, whether it's Tammy Faye or Monica Lewinsky, about people who we think we know, who are in the media spotlight, but we actually don't really know at all.